Hello and welcome. My name is Sally Sitole and you are watching the Campus Live. Of course, my duty here is to let you know and guide you through all the amazing lifestyle events that UJ does. First up, we start by a certificate award ceremony which was hosted by the Department of Finance and Investment Management and of course the Chartered Institute for Services and Investment with your guest speaker, Kevin Morrow. Let's take a look.
Yeah, go on. Who are you clapping, me or the lady? I want to know. I'm expecting a big welcome today. I was on an aeroplane this morning at 6:30 in the morning, so you're the very first group of people that I've really spoken to in South Africa, so I'm honoured, you're not. But I'm going to work through a quick presentation today. Now, I saw a few of you predictably sitting there with your phones in front of you, because I know that most people now can't be separated for too long from their phone. But actually, in this presentation, you're going to be able to use your phone, because I'm going to do a little bit of a talk about the CISI for a few minutes, and then one area that we work in is around trust and professionalism, and we're going to do a couple of scenarios where you're going to vote on what would you do if you were faced with a certain situation in the world of work. One is about somebody who's applying for a job, which might be very relevant for some of you, and one of them is particularly around a sort of a business scenario. So you can use your phones for that. So this is an unusual presentation in that A, you can use your phone without me glowering at you, and B, you can talk to each other as well. That again, I'm encouraging all the things you're normally told not to do when you're sitting there listening to someone. So this is all about a partnership. I was looking at the title for this yesterday. I'm lucky. I mean, my bio is a bit biased. I mean, if it was a true bio, it would be saying I spend my weekends playing PlayStation under the name Griff EC1 and binge watching Netflix. But nobody really wants to put that on their sort of real resume. But yeah. Okay, so see that sort of curve building there called a walkie-talkie, because it is shaped like a very old-fashioned walkie-talkie. We're right down at the third floor of that, so you wouldn't be able to see us in that picture. That's our main head office in London. That's where I'm based. And there's some facts there. We were, formed out of the London Stock Exchange, the CISI. We're a charity, so we're not for profit. That's quite important. We're not a charity in the sense of we get donations. We don't hang around and try and collect money from people to do what we do. But we don't. We're not a corporation. We don't have shareholders. We basically plough all the money that we make back into what we do. And we're increasingly international. I mean, here I am in Johannesburg. I mean, the CISI started off as very much just the City of London, and now, reaches students as well. Students literally all over the world. And the awards that we're going to do later are the same sort of thing that students might be getting in Singapore, might be getting in different parts of Europe, different parts of the UK, all over. So, you're touching something that is really, global. My original job title used to be Director Global Business Development. It was a bit embarrassing because we weren't really that global when I started, but I've been there a while and now we genuinely are. So that's our mission statement. Won't spend too long on that, but we're going to pick up a little bit about the integrity. But the CISI as a professional body is all about helping people do their jobs better. And in the case of students, it might be about helping them get into a job. But a lot of our members are already working. They're already out there in the industry. They could be my age. They could be heading towards the end of their careers. But nowadays, if you're not keeping up to date, not keeping your knowledge and skills up to date, you're going to struggle. I mean, I was at you're the first physical group of people I've seen, but the first thing I actually did was an online webinar about artificial intelligence this morning. So which I know some of you have taken the certificate. But The guy who was presenting was saying that he'd done the slides 3 weeks ago and then had to redo them today because in the last 3 weeks there'd been a few things that he felt needed changing. I mean, that is fast moving by anybody's standards. So, I don't know if it's a message you really want to hoist in, but I think, you could look at this as what you're doing here as almost the beginning of your education, certainly not the end of it. So, knowledge, skills and behaviour. Three important things, with behaviour really underpinning the top two. And honest, open, transparent, fair. And I'm going to end with a quote. Warren Buffett, even older than me, considerably older than me actually, and that's being fair, and considerably richer and more successful and more famous as well. And I suspect you'll never be able to get him to come here to talk, but you've got me. But in looking for, he's got this great quote on this. In looking for people to hire, look for 3 qualities. Integrity, intelligence, and energy. And if they don't have the first, the other 2 will kill you. So, you'll be studying a lot of technical knowledge, and you'll continue to do that through your careers. But just remember the importance of just knowing right from wrong and trying to do the right thing. And that's the last from me. Thank you very much.
Some of you would have only participated in our ethical certificates. So the ones that we're going to congratulate today are specifically our Diploma in Financial Services Operations students. They would have participated in the Fundamentals of Financial Services, International Introduction to Securities and Investment, as well as Risk in Financial Services. So for achieving the Fundamentals of Financial Services, we present the certificate to Bongikosi Dlamini. Where the student is absent, I will ask our lecturer, Mr. Yusuf Patel, to receive the certificate on behalf of the student.
Congratulate you for making it up the steps.
Okay. Davina Renetta Nyange. Well, he's done well to teach them, so congratulations to you too.
Should have got your own certificate.
Mbali Tesha. Yay! Well done, Mbali.
Congratulations. You hold it. I didn't get this. I've never owned a certificate in my life.
Unsolezi Nandipama Kabane. Peter Chendera Okenyeka. Zanele Ubuikanyo Mabaso.
I saw you joining in. So congratulations. Well done.
So congratulations to those students. They participated in the Fundamentals of Financial Services certificate. I will now read the International Introduction to Securities and Investments. For a black girl, I'm really butchering these pronunciations. But please, bear with me. Azola Princess Gallo. Benjamin Iloko. Benjamin is not here. Mulefi Mosenogi. Nonkaido Bele. Well done. Obviously, because I know her, I'm so excited. I've seen her face before. Well done. Sitembo Kutle Prosperity Nkosi. Tembelihle Margaret Nkonyane. Sheila Kabinkwa Yumba. Kolani Gumenke. Yolisa Milisi. Ziyad Razik Kasim. I'll now read the Risk in Financial Services Award. Yolisa Milisi. Sheila Kabinkwa Yumba. So thank you very much and well done to you guys. Some of you might not know, but the department sponsors these certificates for you to participate in these various programs that are facilitated by us, by your lecturers in the diploma. So if you didn't know, now you know, and you can ask Mr. Patel and Mr. Hobana about how do you become the one that is chosen to participate in the certificate. But remember, please also continue to participate in the ethical AI certificate. If you haven't completed yours, or if you still have to finish off, please finish that off. That is funded by the CISI, so we are very grateful for them giving us the opportunity to add that to our resume and add that to the knowledge and put us ahead of the curve in terms of ethics, right, in the financial services, which we know in South Africa is somewhat lacking.
On behalf of the College of Business and Economics leader team, I extend warm wishes and congratulations to all of you who received your accreditation here today. And also warm wishes to our partners and our lecturers who are attending. The university's strategic plan for 2035 has been launched, and you will be very happy to hear that our 4 values that UJ now is fully going to focus on is innovation, impact. Anything and everything we do must have an impact. And integrity is one of the big ones, as well as inclusivity. So it's totally in line with CISI, what you stand for. The University of Johannesburg is an international university of choice, anchored in Africa and in the global south. Dynamically, we are shaping a sustainable future. Being part of UJ, you must be very proud, because we are playing a big part in societal impact and in sustainability. And this young university that's only 20 years old next year ranks among the top 100 universities for the International Impact Rankings. UJ is first in South Africa and Africa for the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, number 1, no poverty. And I think that's a huge, huge achievement for the university. We are second in South Africa and 6th in the world for the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 8, decent work and economic growth. UJ ranks between the 1st and 2nd for most of the other SDGs, and for one we rank 3rd, and for one we rank 4th. And I think that is a huge achievement for a young university like the University of Johannesburg. The CISI has sponsored all UJ Financial Investment and Management Studies students to complete the Certificate in Ethical Artificial Intelligence. And it is a great privilege for 300 of you to be better informed and equipped for the future. We are honored today to have Mr. Kevin Moore and Ms. Michelle du Plessis from South Africa Mr. Kevin Moore from the UK with us. And we thank you for this highly valued collaboration and the generous certification sponsorship. It is a privilege that all students and staff modestly and greatly appreciate. Thank you also for partially sponsoring the event today. I can see the students are hungry. Their eyes are noticing. Do you know the word coconut? That's when you look but you don't look. You are coconutting the food. Mr. Moore, in Africa, we have the word Ubuntu. It's an ancient African word that means compassion to others. And CISI showed this compassion for our students by making this accreditation a reality. And I think we as a community here today would like to, in a Ubuntu, warm South African way, thank you and the South African team and CISI globally for making it possible.
Without Limits is an electrifying dance performance. This groundbreaking show blends dance and visual storytelling through video mapping projections, offering a fresh and captivating experience. Here's a sneak peek into what you can expect at the show being performed in July at the 2024 Vrystaat Kunstefees.
thanks for the feedback. Eh? You know what, to be quite honest, I'll be honest with you. In my entire career, this is the most challenging work for me. I'm telling you, it's very, I don't rest mentally. It's mentally, it's physically, and then it's the space as well. There's, especially the first section, they know it. I'm super stressed when I go there. Because the music is so repetitive, and you cannot count it. If you miss the twing, there's another twing that's going to come back. It's not connected to what is happening at the back. And sometimes I don't see what's happening at the back. So you know what, for the past 2 weeks it's been very hard because each and every time when I get here, things change in terms of movement. Then we realize as a team, no, don't do this movement, change. And when we have the dramaturge coming in, interrogating the movement, it's challenging. I mean, I go on stage, 50% is improvised, 50% is choreographed. But this one, I'm telling you, is 90% choreographed. We will.
Hello. So just thank you. It was very beautiful, of course. There's no two ways about that. I have a comment and a question. My comment is, I think for me, I came in a little bit late, but for me, one of the best scenes was when you were most integrated with the screen. When you were interacting with the kind of behind the screen and the back projections. So I think that was quite playful and interesting, and it kind of like fully and holistically brought everything together in a way. And then a question is around the production of the work in terms of whether you produced the filmic and photographic work first and then you responded, or there's a lot of different ways to do it, of course, but like what was the kind of trajectory and kind of process that you followed?
Yes, it was thank you. Thanks everyone for coming and sharing this special moment with us. It was a back and forth conversation, so we tried to create everything parallel, but it was not so easy because our composer is in Cape Town, and again he's here in Melville, and I'm here at UJ. So we tried by all means to communicate. If there was a footage, he will send it and talk about it, interrogate it, and send it to the composer, compose music. Sometimes it will be the composer and the other way around. For me, it's been movement. It's been movement. Then for the past 2 weeks, that's where I had a privilege to be in this space. Because as all the artistic team, we believe this kind of work needs to be in space with the design, everything, the movement, so that everything goes as a, what do you call it, as a unit. So this is what we've been trying to achieve lately. I don't know if you want to say anything again.
Yeah, I think it's exactly as you say. I mean, it was quite a lot of feedback from each other, so it was little steps upwards. And and I must say, Cuba was also amazing, the composer in Cape Town, where I would make certain sections of the video and discuss them with Fana, and then we sent it to Cuba, and then Cuba made that piece of music or sound. I mean, not always music. And then we would respond to it. We had obviously Zoom meetings, and then and then I think finally you also would say, well, how about this, and how about that, and that's also how we started next door. I mean, the first meeting we had was in your rehearsal space, and we just like brainstormed, and but it's connected. I mean, I don't think it really did. I just think it's very special.
Right, guys, you guys were amazing. Thank you so much for the positive feedback. It was actually nice. And yeah, thank you for just taking the time to come here and to share what you felt about the piece. And I really do hope that everyone enjoyed it. And also, if anybody has additional feedback that you didn't get an opportunity to share here, or you think about something afterwards, please don't hesitate to contact us and let us know what you think, because as much as we create the art for ourselves, we also create the art for our audience mainly, you know what I mean? So it is important to us how you receive this and how you feel about the work. But thank you so much, guys.
We have sadly come to the end of the show, but worry not, because I will be with you in the next episode. But for now, it's goodbye.